What's up, guys? This is Joseph with JB's DIY Garage. I've been running into an issue where my hedge trimmer, I really like it, but my pond is 5 foot wide, so really this length here is kind of not really enough. And I was scouring the internet trying to figure out how I could extend it. And they sell this pole extender for like 50 bucks. But I looked online and you can buy them, but I didn't really see whether it was compatible, and I've been searching all over to see if anybody had extended one of these guys. I couldn't find anything. Maybe that's for good reason, but today I decided I was going to go ahead and pick up this pole saw because I got a couple trees out front that I want to cut a couple limbs off of, and it'd just be nice to have for anything bigger. And at the same time, I was like, hell yeah, I'll get that extension. Well, today I went and picked it up and went to go put it together, and it connects to the trimmer handle just fine. Goes on there, connects in, and then this end, I was going to go and connect it onto here, and of course it will not fit in because the way that this is made and this handle is made, or not handle, but this extension. See how this has a flat side here, and then it has a protrusion here. Well, there's supposed to be another flat side here and no protrusion based off of the normal trimmer handle. So I was like, okay, well, what does the trimmer handle that was sent with, not trimmer handle, but the chainsaw handle look like? Well, the chainsaw handle looks the exact same as the trimmer handle. So I was like, well, that doesn't make any sense. And I look in here, and yeah, so this is completely different. Not completely, but somewhat different than this guy. Let's see if we can get them lined up. So these two, here's the difference. So one's flat on both sides with no protrusion. One's flat on only one side with a protrusion. So I was like, okay, well, I wonder if it would cause any issues if I just shave that off. And I was like, well, before I go and do that and not be able to return it, let me take this one and see if it will fit in the chainsaw. And it does. It fits in perfectly. Everything seems fine. And as I was looking at these, I was like, well, is there even any difference in these two handles? And as far as I can tell, no. The only difference I can see is the model number. But I mean, I bought this one. I bought this one like, I don't know, 4 years ago or so. And then this one I bought today. So I'm wondering if maybe they just changed the part numbers or something. But either way, even the ends are completely identical. So my thought is I'm going to shave off the end of this, make it nice and flat, and shave off this thing and throw it in there, and hopefully we'll see if it will extend and allow me to use my hedge trimmer, but with an extra, I don't know, 4 foot extension or so. So give me 1 second, I'll be right back. All right, so what I have found is that a coping saw works pretty damn good. I'm not 100% straight, but we're gonna run it the rest of the way and just see what it does. Hopefully it'll be close enough to where we don't have to worry about it. But I mean, essentially this is cutting through it like butter, and it's cutting off that edge. So it's cutting off that edge. I mean, it's pretty damn straight. So once we get that cut off, we'll come at it, cut it on the side, and then likely what I'll do is I'll hit it with a torch or something else just to smooth up that plastic. But honestly, this should work pretty well. All right, boys, got her sanded. Hit her with the torch a little bit, and let's see what she does. Beautiful. So she should work. I guess we could stick this end in and just see, even though she's not fully connected. Oh yeah, look at her go. So should be able to screw that in and be good to go. The only other thing I'm going to take a look at, one thing I've noticed is whenever you put these guys in, they wobble a lot. Like, these joints suck. And from what I was looking at, it just has a rivet holding it on. And then there's like a little bit of play, which will translate to a lot down on the other end. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna slip some pieces of paper up in here. I might come up with something different, but I'm gonna test a couple things. Wonder if maybe you could like inject a little bit of epoxy or something in there to kind of keep those from, like, they all just move just ever so slightly, and then even the end here moves, and the end on the extension moves. So I'm wondering if there's a way I can tighten that up a little bit, maybe even throwing something in here to shim it, and basically make it a tighter fit on the inside as well. So I've also thought about on where these come down and pull down on top. I'm wondering if there's something else I could throw in here, like as like a little bushing to essentially make it clamp a little bit better. Here's what I came up with so far. Basically painter's tape, cut out the notch, wrap it around there and cut out the notch. And then I think I did like 3 revolutions or so. And it'll go in there. I don't have both hands to pull this on, but basically you pull that on, tighten it, and then it'll tighten down and essentially friction fit. And that did seem to help quite a bit. What I ended up doing for where the rivets are and basically where this pipe meets the other guy, it still has quite a bit of flex up and down. So what I decided to do was go ahead and just take some slightly thicker cardstock, make it to where it's bending down in the opposite direction. So like right now, this is how I would normally hold the handle. So I would actually put it on the bottom side of this. That way it holds the pole upright more instead of down, kind of working against gravity. And then that will essentially basically just slip it in here, and that should make it to where this guy is a little less flippy and floppy. And it does look, I was looking on here, it looks like they take their rivets and they've got this rivet going this way, and then the other one is the alternating direction. So you might need to do it on both. That way you're fixing it side to side and up and down. So either way, that's probably not all that permanent of a fix, but it'll make it feel a little bit better whenever it's fully extended. So hopefully this helped you figure out how to add that extension to your pole saw. Not pole saw, that's a pole saw, to your hedge trimmer, but pole trimmer. So yeah, if you guys got any questions or anything like that, hit me up in the comments and drop a like and subscribe. Thanks, guys.